NASA, you liars, you've been caught and it's a pity. You're a million miles away, but your pictures look so shitty, yes they do. Your website's just as shitty too, I swear it's poo.
And this next word isn't negative, it's the worst Flat Earth studio. Someone who made it so wrong it became right again. Poncho Pete.
Well, hello there, you bunch of satanic witches and wizards, every single one of you.
Channel's not too old anyway. It's only about a couple of years, about 2.5 years old. So relatively, as far as I'm concerned, it's not too old. Just take a listen to what he says here. Obviously promoting Satanism and trying to paint it in a good light. Let's first off take a look at the intro to this video. It's called Psychopaths and Satanism.
Hail Satan, live from the devil's shed. The 11 satanic rules of earth. When I talk about, we hear this word satanic, Satanism, satanic. For me, it's nonsense, okay? And it has been misrepresented and used deliberately in a negative light, in a negative light, in a negative light, in a negative light, and misrepresented deliberately.
Those magnificent men in their flying machine, they go up to the up, they go down to the up.
Here, and let's see what we find. Of course, you see here Derek with the Masonic hand pose. Let's take a look here as well. So I scroll down, I found some interesting things. Oh, what do we find here? Quotes from Anton LaVey. I'm not even going to bother to click on these. People have seen these before, but I find it interesting. Anton LaVey being a Jew, Derek being a Jew, and both being Satanist. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now let's scroll down here a little bit more. And what do we find here? Take a look. Let's click on it. And he proudly presents this medal, this pin, whatever it is, this Masonic pin, for all to see. Not even hiding it.
Look at all those Templar badges, boys and girls. Right? Do you want some loving? I know, you're welcome. You like that, didn't you? Was it a big bone, Rosie? Did you like it? Do you need a drink? There you go, puppy. Go and get some fresh. So, we're done here. So now you know where Bruce Lee was born and where he came from and who his mother was and who she's related to. Okay? Or he is related to.
Now let's take a listen to Derek the Deceiver as he tries to basically flip the script. And as always, just like the media, they always mock the truth. And to keep people away from the truth, let's get right to it.
I made a difference. You fucking didn't. I've heard 666 and 33.
666 and 33. Very interesting. And before he converted his shed from some gimmick Zen room, give me a break, Zen room. Look at the ball, earth, the sun. What a joker this guy is. And of course, in plain sight, there's your 33 once again. So again, this is how they do it. They mock the truth to keep people away from the truth. And he acts like he's some kind of spiritual guru. What a clown. Just a big ogre, big oaf in this little dinky shed. Give me a break once again.
Do-gooders who profess that they are God's children, spiritual guru type things that want to, chastise people like me.
I'm concerned it's not too old. Just take a listen to what he says here. Obviously promoting Satanism and trying to paint it in a good light. Let's first off take a look at the intro to this video. It's called Psychopaths and Satanism.
Hail Satan, live from the devil's shed.
Hey there, you liars, don't you worry about resistance. Your rocket launch is phony, a Masonic ceremony in the sky. Listen to my voice, it's all a lie. It's CGI.
Importance of symbolism when it comes to Satanism. And of course, Satanism and Freemasonry are one and the same. And one thing I want to make perfectly clear, as famous Freemason Albert Pike once stated, lower level Masons are intentionally deceived. It's only those at the highest levels that are aware of this. So as you make your way up, when it comes to Freemasonry, the higher levels, you are made aware of this clearly. Now getting back on topic with Flat Earth and Del, in this portion of this video, this is where he basically has a rant against me, claiming he was doing videos on Flat Earth before me, and this is absolutely false. I'm going to prove it without a shadow of a doubt. This guy's a flat out liar. Take a listen, and I'll show the evidence.
Oh, you've been drinking pee. Oh, NASA's lemon tea.
But could we have a list of good guys? I think Russian Vids is one of the good guys. Let us know. Thanks. So again, this is from October 2015. This one's from June 22nd, 2015. Now let's take a look at Del's channel. Now here's Del's channel. Okay, this is his very first video. And let's take a quick look here. And you look at the date. November 11th, 2015. Sorry, bozo. Caught in another lie. And of course, the November 11th, this is 11/11. This is a cultic number, of course, with the date itself in his very first video. So, again, I can't emphasize it enough. You know, I'm just tearing them apart. Lie after lie, contradiction. You're being exposed 100%, pal. 100%.
This do as thou wilt is an observation of this reality. Okay, that's how this reality works. You do as you will.
Now, his second video, it says 3 years here, 2 years here. It's a pretty wide gap, you know, from the first video. Let's take a look. As you can see, this video is dated March 31st, 2016. So he took a 4-month hiatus. I guess he went to the School of Shills, the Shill Factory, to be trained to progress in the art of deception and to carry on making videos. And again, keeping people locked in a box. Just talk about Flat Earth.
Who can tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us? And
If we talk about, you know, greater magic is more about, you know, your own transformational psychodrama.
I'm giving up my love to this world, only to be told.
People are having these reactions because they're hearing these words and they're having an emotional, impulsive reaction. They just have an image in their mind of who you are, what it is you're about, because of some false delusion that's been implanted in their mind. Hail Satan, live from the devil's shed. Using certain methods in order to get your mind to a place.
You, Del! The metal midget's stolen your shed off you!
And start affecting the world so that you can bring about change. If you don't, then you deserve what you get.
Yeah! Del! This is why you wouldn't let me shoot screen share, innit, eh, Del? The metal midget's stolen your shed off you! Yeah!
Right? Know what their tattoos are, or what somebody else says about them, or...
And of course, all the tattoos with the symbolism, that's what they're all about. And you can clearly see the skull and bones, and let's get a closer look here actually. And the pyramid and the gold and silver keys as well. Now let's take a look here at one of Del's older videos.
What you gonna do when I come for you, bad boys, bad boys? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Poncho comes for you? What you gonna do, Dolores?
And never getting his cult followers anywhere, except in this trap. He's just a one-trick pony, and that's, of course, by design. Let's get right to Del and what he says with all of his contradictions and lies.
Come on, where's my computer? Where? There you go. Okay, the new Del. I'm taking the wee metal midgets taking over your shed, Del. Woo-hoo! Look at me. I'm a little Del. I'm mini Del.
And not progressing any further. This is the controlled opposition. They're always going to have their controlled opposition. Now let's take a look here. This recent rant Del had against me. Let's take a listen to what he says here. Complete, again, liar. And again, just contradictions. Let's take a listen.
Who made you the authority of flat earth? Nobody. Who says I was the authority? I'm here on my own platform, as always I always have been. No sticking my nose into yours or anybody else's.
Now let's take a listen to this. And the problem with liars, they just can't keep their lies straight. Take a listen.
And trying to encourage people coming together. Coming together for what? Again, I'm asking these questions. Coming together for fucking what exactly?
Okay, the new Del. I don't take drugs. I stopped taking drugs. People think I'm crazy enough without them. It's just emotion taking you over. Come on, Del. I dare you to come on channel and talk to me. I'll behave. I promise. I promise. Of course I'm excited. You wouldn't let me share screen on your channel, would you? If you'd let me share screen on your channel, it'd have been alright.
Now he's raging like always. And this time it's against Roxanne Glenn on her YouTube channel with John Smith Global Eye. Who these two, Roxanne and John Smith Global Eye, they're great people, very nice, and they're talking about unity coming together. And Del is, of course, a Satanist and a divider, and these are the tactics that he's putting out there, dividing the flat Earth truth into segments, and all this infighting that he's created by scolding anybody that goes against the grain as far as he's concerned. And of course, again, it's all about dividing the whole flat Earth truth and causing confusion, disruption.
The truth, the real truth, and nothing but the truth, Del. Don't you think the world deserves it, Del? Hot down! Shotgun, gimme down thunder, showdown! We're gonna have a showdown, Del! Put your dukes up! I fight you above my eyes closed. Are we gonna have a showdown, Del? Me and thee!
A German Jew heritage, and somewhere along the line, end up in Scotland. Now take a listen to this complete contradiction here. He's talking about, again, why are these people coming together? Now listen here. And by the way, this is him talking to Eric Dubay and these other goons here. Let's take a listen.
It's great to see people coming together. It really is good. It's been a long time coming.
Oh, really?
It's something that needs to happen, I think.
Really? It's great to see people coming together. Now let's play this once again so it really sinks in for Del's cult members, his followers that watch his videos. You people need to wake up, smell the coffee, and see this guy is nothing but lies, nothing but contradictions, satanic liar and fraud that he is. Take a listen once again.
I'm deluded. So Eric Dubay, who was your best mate, right? Eric was your best mate, Del. Eric was your best mate. And now Eric Dubay's talking about the subject that I've been on about for 6 months. 6 months, Del. It happened in January. Last night, you bared false witness again. You told people that I stabbed somebody. Can you prove that, Del? Have you got some pictures, you got some video evidence? Because the police couldn't find a drop of blood outside the house. So, either you're lying or you've been lied to. Again, it's a 50-50. See how this works, Del? Everything is 50-50.
Of course it's counterintuitive that you can get something from nothing. Of course common sense doesn't allow you to get something from nothing. That's why it's interesting. It's got to be interesting in order to give rise to the universe at all. Something pretty mysterious had to give rise to the origin of the universe. The nothing that Lawrence Krauss is talking about, whether or not it's what a naive person would conceive as nothing or what a sophisticated physicist would consider to be nothing, it is going to be something much, much simpler than a creative intelligence.
Pump up the bass!
Something can't come from nothing.
Something can come from nothing, and that's what physicists are now telling us. It's got to be interesting in order to give rise to the universe at all. Something pretty mysterious had to give rise to the origin of the universe. Something pretty mysterious had to give rise to the origin of the universe. Something pretty mysterious had to give rise to the origin of the universe.
There's no getting over, no getting over, just no getting over you.
It is literally nothing. It is literally something nothing. You can dispute exactly what's meant by nothing, but whatever it is, it's very, very simple. And why is that funny?
Well, I think it's a bit funny to be trying to define nothing.
Take me to Del. He's as big as a lamb. He's having a headache. Come on, Del, don't be like that. It's taken you 5 years, Del. 5 years to show your face on this channel. Oh, gosh. Made my day, you have.
And trying to encourage people coming together. Coming together for what?
Yeah, right. Coming together for what? Give me a complete break. Now, another little snippet from the same podcast. One thing I find interesting, too, with Del being on with Eric Dubay. Eric Dubay is known for exposing Freemasons. And why is Del and Eric Dubay working side by side, working together or speaking together, and Del talking about coming together? Doesn't make sense, doesn't add up, of course. Let's take a listen here to this clip as well.
Individual people, critical thinking people who can come together.
Again, he talks about coming together. Now, Del always talks about what could be proven, tangible.
Without further ado, we're going back to the future. Brace yourself, kids, because we're going to do it the right way. So it all started with Skull and Bones. That's right, 322 to you boys and girls, 322. On the left is a male skull. It's a cartoon, Poncho. Shut up, you mongos. It follows the contours just like so. You getting it? Male, female. Square chin, round chin. Square jaw, slope jaw. Sunken eyes on the left, push forward eyes on the right. Rainbow over the top of the skull on the left. Tic-tac on the right. Are we following this? So let's go back to this one. The rainbow's on the left, look. It's a rainbow over the top of the head. But the female has a pointy tic-tac. She has a pointy chin. Okay? You can add plastic surgery to these things, and you can shave off parts of the bone on the left, on the bigger skull. But what you can't change is the dental arch. What you can't change is the sunkenness of the eyes. Everything else can be chipped, chopped and swapped. Okay? So, without further ado, we're going to go on. As you can see, the male has got further apart eyes to the female on the left. He's got a big, broad, arched smile, unlike the female who has a smaller one on the left. Left and right, you getting it? Let's move on. So, Tran Talkie Crack out there wants to tell me that Bruce Lee didn't have his boobies chopped off. We're going to do this without swearing, boys and girls, because Jesus Christ is with me now, and I know God Almighty is watching me, and I'm going to do my best job I've ever done to explain this to you all. Now, look under Bruce Lee's nipples, and you will see he's got really, really bad scarring. See the bad scarring under his boobs, where the doctor literally took a scalpel to his female breasts and cut them off, leaving his nipples a wonky. What I really want to draw attention to is the middle section between the nipples, where you can see a doctor has literally carved out the middle of his breasts. See that big hole right in the middle? I hope you can see my mouse pointing. You can see my mouse pointing out there, boys and girls. I hope you can. Right there in the middle is what I'm talking about. Between the two nipples, you'll see plenty of scarring. You got it? There's the scarring. So let's move down a little bit. Tell me, why would a man who's so super fit need a belt that big? Unless they're hiding something from me, like his female hips. Now, as you can notice, Bruce Shee has got tiny little collarbone. Can't be changed. He's got tiny little T-Rex arms. Tiny little T-Rex arms. And slender little female wrists. Now, as I've already pointed out, he's got bad scarring. Now, a man's back does not look like this. A man's neck does not look like this. Okay? So I'm going to point out the curvature. It's called an S-curve. Goes from his shoulder down the back of his shoulder, and then it comes in towards the waist, and then goes out at the junk in the trunk, the female backside, and down. That's an S-curve. You only get one of them on a female. That's the only place you get an S-curve. Men have flat backs. Are you understanding this? Now, I want you to take a look at his jaw, which is not male. His jawline is female. Look, it's curved like a crescent moon. It doesn't go down 90 degrees and then straight across to his chin. No, we're talking about that long bone going back towards her female ear. Right? So we've already been through this, but I've got to do it again because some people weren't understanding the concept of Bruce Lee's wonky nips. So what they did was they took out the ribs, or widened the ribs, should I say, on the female. And as you can see, the wonky breasts are right there. No man who's super fit has got wonky Bruce Lee nipples. It does not happen. There is a God, a creator of all things. You were intelligently designed by a creator. The faith comes when you fall into the path of Jesus Christ, Lord and Saviour. Now, again, I hear what you're saying about him being a story, but why is Bruce Lee wearing Simon Cowell trousers? Because his belly button is too high. Only a female's belly button can sit that far up the body. So they hide the female hips, because he's an Asian woman. Okay? Asian woman. Chuck Norris was a Caucasian female with a hairy chest. A little bit like Robin Williams, okay? They fooled you from the start to the beginning of your life about water being level, right? So to tell me that Bruce Lee is a man when I know otherwise, because I've studied Skulls and Bones for the last 4 months, which is more than most of them did, which is why we fell out on that channel, because they were all lying to me, which means, can you see the Q line on Bruce's left leg? Look at the Q line on his leg. He can't stand like a man because he isn't a man. He's a female. The gentleman on the right is a man, though. Look at the size of the wrench and the big beefy knuckles on that woman. Anyway, what I'm trying to explain is Bruce went to the Chinese opera house. That's right. He was a ballet dancer. A ballet dancer. Dougie, watch your mouth or I will delete you. Bruce Lee, female born, female Asian. Where are we? I want to find. There you go. Look at the puppy fat below his chin. For someone that fit, you can't get puppy fat below your chin. That's where women get fat, below their chins. Okay, upper arms and on the bottom, junk in the trunk and all that. So we're gonna go. I just want that one picture. You can't see it there. There's another one. There you go. Both of them telling you that they're androgynous, right? They're both telling you that they're androgynous, right? If your belly button sits 5 buttons above your groin, Dougie, if your belly button is that high, Dougie, chances are you were born female, my friend, okay? And I'm not being mean. I'm just explaining to you all the difference between a man and a woman, right? That is not a male head that you're looking at, okay? The eyes are too close together. We'll go back to this picture. See? They're supposed to be far apart, and they're not. They're close together. Right at the edge of his face, they end. Unlike this gentleman, who's got at least an inch before his skull ends. You see the difference? Whereas the lady on the left, her eyes and then skull finishes. Right. So let's go back to Bruce Lee. He was a dancer, a female dancer. Are you going to show me some ballet dancing moves? Come on now. Right, let's just go back up to the top. Bruce Lee, dancer. There you go. Now tell me, does that look like a gentleman? Look at his right leg. Look at his right leg. It's bending. That's a woman's leg. Only a woman's leg bends like that. You know, like Charlie Chaplin. You see, Dougie, if I ever catch you dancing like that, Dougie, right, I'm going to have a word with Jesus Christ about you. All right, Dougie, I'm just telling you. Because Bruce Lee was born female with the breasts cut off. Just like I notioned here. Just go back. I want you to see the scarring. Right? That's not a very good one. Let's get a close up. Which one did I use? I used a different picture to that. Dang it. There. So, I want you to see the scarring below his breasts. See how wonky the scarring is? Because back then the doctors weren't as good as they are now. They do a much better job at cutting off the breasts. In between the nipples and right up the middle of the breastbone, you can see the scarring from a scalpel. 4 big chunks of skin are missing. Okay? So, Bruce Lee was born female. 10 things you didn't know about Bruce Lee. Oh, I better just bring up fair use. Federal law allows citizens, well, man, not citizens, man, to reproduce, distribute or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization or copyright of the holder. This is called fair use. Fair use! And it's allowed for the purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, parody, which is what I'm good at, and general all-round piss-taking, which doesn't infringe under the copyrights. Okay? Now. Oh, where's that gone? Can we go back? Say what? Oh, yeah. So, Bruce Lee's mother was Grace Ho. Grace Ho. Are you getting this? She gave birth to a little girl who she named Bruce with a big double chin look and sloping shoulders. Only women get sloping shoulders, not men. We have broad, wide shoulders that you could fit another head on. Okay? Like his mum there. Bruce Lee's mother was Grace Ho, came from one of the wealthiest and most powerful clans in Hong Kong. The Hortons. Oh, I know a few of them. Her father was a prominent businessman and philanthropist, easy for you to say, succeeded by Ho Fook. Go on your bed. Head of Comprador Deans also. Come on.
Now listen to this complete nonsense that he speaks here. And again, people that watch Del, follow his Follow his videos, watch his live streams. You got to be shaking your head after you hear this. Take a listen.
You get 5 minutes of my time here, Sully. So I'll give you the opportunity to give me your reasoning processes. Now, if you paid any attention to what I was actually saying in regards to things and agendas being put onto kids, then I've got a serious issue with it. But all your bumping gums about pointing at transsexual fucking celebrities, what difference does that make to me or anybody else?
Because they're the ones that did it to us, Del.
Who did what to you?
Taught us the ball.
Your parents were responsible for you, and now you're an adult and you want to blame other adults because you bought into shit.
Oh, no. They're the ones in movies making movies about the truth.
Take responsibility for yourself. Stop running about pointing at everybody else in the world like you're on some sort of fucking spiritual high.
All of the world's
leaders.
They're
to blame for your fucking idiotic nonsense, son. Grow a set.
Del, you're the one
that's
denying reality. You're the one denying reality, aren't you?
No reasoning behind your idiotic nonsense.
You're the one denying reality, Del.
Look, son, you've got fucking 2 minutes to start smarting up when I'm off.
I thought you said 5, Del.
Hurry up, fanny sacks.
So, I want you to keep in mind Bruce Lee's wonky nipples, the scars up his middle of his breastplate. That's where we're looking, right? We'll forget about the rest of it. I'm just concentrating on the body work, okay? So, let's move on. Do I need anything else there? Known as the Grand Old Woman of Hong Kong. Was knighted in 1915, 1955. Yeah, we're done. Okay, let's move on to another famous female martial artist, otherwise known as Jacqueline Chan. I want you to I want you to notice that the knuckles aren't very big, the hands are very small. He's got rounded knees, unlike a man who has big, square knees. Okay? I want you to pay special attention to the clothes that Jacqueline's wearing. Okay? Because you've grown up all your life thinking that Bruce was a man and Jacqueline was a man. Okay? So, we're going to move swiftly on to notice that Jacqueline looks like a Chinese lesbian. Yes, she does. Bad work on the chin bone, because back then the surgeons were as good as they are nowadays with Megan Fox, Vin Diesel. They were worse. They weren't as good as they are nowadays. It's come a long way in the 100 and whatever year. Well, it's longer than that. Thousands of years they've been doing it. But when technology caught up, lasers, etc., it became a lot more efficient. And as you can see, this young female Asian lady we know as Jacqueline Chan has also got a Q line on the right leg. They wear these flares and tailored suits to hide their curves. Let's just go back to Bruce 1 second, because Bruce Lee's a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman to me. Got Simon Cowell trousers on, look, to hide the belly button, because the belly button is 2 inches too high. Okay? You got to get this out your head that Muhammad Ali was a man, because he wasn't. He was female as well. So was Jacqueline Chan. So's Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman, boys and girls. Where's the picture of him walking with those 2 women? Is that the one? Nope. Let's keep going. I just want to show you his Q line one more time, because the Q line is what gives it away. No matter how much you want to think that that's a man, it's not. It's a woman. Skinny little female feet, skinny little ankles. Nothing to do with, as people call it, race. We're talking about gender. Okay, we're talking about gender. Elvis, there's another female. All right, female Elvis. Let's keep going. Where's that picture? Telling you, they're both sexes. 5 buttons and then the belly button. That don't happen on a man. I'm sorry. Basic physiology. Bone structure 101. He was trained by this female lady with Q lines. Look at the Q lines from the hip to the ankle. Same again. Another woman. Come on. Where is he walking in black and white? Sorry, boys and girls. I should have found this picture already. Q line on the leg, look. Q line on a leg. Men don't walk like this. He walks like Bigfoot, boys and girls, is what he walks like. Walks like Bigfoot. Bruce Lee's a woman. We're still looking. Come on now. You're not going to bring those photos up, are you? Yeah, Daniel. Right, okay, we're going to go back to the top. I've got to find this one picture just to show you how this Tartarian walks. I want to show you how this Tartarian walks. Bruce Lee girlfriends, but not the one he married. It's this woman here, there, and that one. These are the ones we're looking for, but they're not the pictures I'm looking for. That's the ones I'm looking for, but that's not the picture I'm looking for. Come on now. Hiding them from me. Come on, Bruce. Because there are liars in Flat Earth that'll have you believe I'm crazy. Yeah. How many times I've been called that just for saying the world's flat? But the people doing this to you have got a hidden agenda. They don't want you to know how female Bruce was. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. There's another female. Charlene Norris, as I like to call her. Where are we? Come on now. Really don't want to show me that Bruce Lee picture of those two girls walking down the street there. I can't find it, boys and girls. Dang it. I really wanted those pictures. Anyway, we're going to move on if I can't find them. This is taking too long to find the pictures. I should have brought it up. I didn't think I wanted them, but now I do. Okay, I've got another idea. We'll go back up and we'll click on a few of these pictures and it might bring them up in the little minis. Yeah, Bruce was not a male. He was born female. He was an opera dancer. There ain't no one in the world that can knock you out with a 1-inch punch. You all morons for believing it. Judy Jedi told me I should watch a fight scene with Chuck Norris. Here's the thing, boys and girls. If Tranna Talkie Crack's listening, find me a real fight scene with Bruce Lee in it. A real one. Not from a movie. I want to see a real fight scene where he knocks someone out with a 1-inch punch. Not the... what do they call it? The exhibition match where he's got an actor sat in front of him flying backwards. I don't want to see that. I want to see a real fight scene. Someone did post me a real fight scene once and he got knocked clean out of the ring by an old man, because the old man was a real man. Not a woman, he was a real man and his punch was solid, knocking Bruce Lee flying because he's a little feminine woman who's lied to us all. I want them two. Where's the picture with them two? Let me have another look. Let's just put friends. That's better. Alright, let's have a look. Come on. Yeah, Bruce was definitely male, boys and girls, wasn't he? Definitely a male. A male. Where is that picture with him with them two girls? That's an ace picture. I've never seen it. I'm keeping that one. Save image. Thank you, Bruce. Look how dainty his wrists are. It's a woman's arm. T-Rex arms. You're not going to show me that picture I want, are you? There he is with another female, Michaela Jackson. Pamela Anderson, Tracy Chapman, Sarah Silverman. There's another two famous females. You got to look up Arnold Schwarzenegger's finger. Oh, man. his ring finger. It's a joke. Come on now. I cannot find that picture where he's with them two girls walking, because his queue line is so obvious, it's unreal. Right, I can't be bothered. We're moving on. So, they had you believe that Bruce was a man and that Jackie Chan was a man. No, he was a female lesbian with his breast cut off, just like Bruce. Jean-Claude Van Damme. The list is endless. If you're an A-list celebrity, you've sold your soul. Look, that's an old grandma you're looking at. An old grandma. Look at the plastic surgery lines on his chin. Okay, look how his eyes are not sunken into his skull. It means he's female. We know a few people that look like that. They like to wear pink, sloping shoulders look. See how the shoulders slope? They're not male trapezoids. They are not male trapezoids. They're female. Go do your own look at these things. We're going to move on. Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather. Look how his eyes are not sunken into his head. He's got doughy eyes like Bruce Lee. Little doughy rabbit eyes. But what I want to draw you to is the big scar in between his wonky nips. There you go. He's got tiny little female arms. T-Rex arms. Okay. Look at the Eye of Horus belly button. Can you see the Eye of Horus on his belly button? See where they tried to drag it down? See the line either side of it where they tried to drag the belly button further down? But it don't work because you can't change a female into a male properly, no matter how good they get at it. So let's have another look at the next picture. There you go. As you can see, they added a brow ridge, testosterone into a female. He's got big pouty bottom lip. You see it? They even did plastic surgery on it to withdraw it a bit because it was too obvious. And as you can see, there's hardly any room for a moustache. And he's got the Batman top lip. See it? Looks like a bow, like an archer's bow. And that's not what a man has. A man doesn't have that, okay? Next picture. Okay. Oh, it's just another shot of that big scar in between the nipples on the breastplate. See it? Where a doctor hacked off the breasts. Next picture. Here he is with the other female, Conor McGregor, with the S shape. Look at the neckline, down the back, S line. Female breasts, not male, female. Okay. Don't be fooled by the brow ridge. You can add it quite simply. Let's take a look at Michael Schumacher. See the line above his head? It's a big, long scar, maybe 6 inches right across the top of his eyes. You can't miss it. That's where a surgeon went in, opened up the top of his skull and inserted plastic bones to make him look like a man. What gives it away is his pointy chin and his female dental arch. Let's go back here. Females have a smaller set of teeth to a male. It's quite obvious when you see it, look. Broad dental arch on the right, female dental arch on the left. On the left, look at, I want you to pay attention to the width and the curve of those teeth. Now we go back to Michael, and there you go. Female teeth, female chin bone, female eyes which are not sunken in. Big plastic surgery scar over the top of the eyes. You getting this? We're going to go now to the boxers, because all the boxers are women as well. Muhammad Ali, you name it. George Foreman. There's so many of the boxers. All of the boxers anyway. You got the Hitman on the left, look. Beady little eyes close together. Tic-tac shaped head, just like Tyson Fury. Tyson, son, because he's a daughter, not a boy. It's a Mickey take. I remember getting sent this. Look how he's hiding his hips with his fists. See? He's got Bruce Lee wonky nips going on and a big scar up the breastplate, but you can't see it because it's hidden by hair. But he's got female trapezoids along the neck, look, curved shoulders. Impossible. Close together eyes, which match the female on the left, not the male on the right, the female on the left. Let's get rid of Floyd and Conor. We could do this all day, but I don't need to. That's the boxers done. So we're going to look at the Bruce Lee wonky nips. Look at the scarring. Look at the placement of the nipples. They're out of shape. Look at these 4 gentlemen. They've all been scarred. They've all got wonky nips. And they've all got scars up the middle of the breastplate. Just like Bruce Lee. As you can see. There she is. Brenda Lee. With Charlene Norris on the right. Small hands. T-Rex arms. Doesn't matter what you think. Got small. Dental arch on the right. Just like Jacqueline here. So if you think that this is a gentleman, then you need to learn Skull and Bones. The eyes are not sunken in. They're too close together. Batman, a bow and arrow top lip look. See the archer's bow? That's not what men's lips do not look like that. If your lips look like that, you were probably born female, okay? I'm just telling you. So Jacqueline Chan, otherwise known as DELusional, as you can see, has a belly button way too high up. And as you can see, look, the hips go in and then out. That is not how male hips look. They go up and diagonal towards the shoulder blades. Simple. Next. It's not the right pictures. Never mind. It's changed on its own. Get rid of them 4 gentlemen. There you go. Bruce Lee, wonky nips. Looks all on purposes like a man, but as you can see, it's not. It's the female on the left changed into a man. But I want you to take notice of where the belly button is to where the groin should be, the balls. And I want you to look at the hips, how the hips go in and then out. You cannot change the hips. Because the hips don't lie and you're starting to feel it, boy. Shakira told you the truth. I want you to notice how the gentleman on the left transformed into the gentleman on the right. Okay? Same here. Same here. Damn, that looks very familiar to me. Looks like Thingy Trump's daughter. Donna Trump. Here's another one. Male to female. Female to male. Female to male, and so on and so on. And there you go. Fake Adonis belt. It's wonky look, like the nips. The Adonis belt is wonky. The hips go in and then up at the rib cage, which they shouldn't. A man's go straight up. A man is a block, a solid block, and he does not have sloping shoulders. As you can see, he does not have sloping shoulders, but this one does. That's because he used to be a woman. Let's go on to Vin Diesel. Now I want you to notice how high up the belly button is with Vin Diesel. See how high it is? Are you getting this yet? The belly button is a female one. It's got Bruce Lee wonky nips, not much scarring in the middle plate like the others, but nonetheless, they couldn't get rid of it. Sloping shoulders, they just pump in plastic surgery into the arms and shoulders to make it look more male. As you can see, there's Vin on the right, pregnant. Vin Diesel, pregnant. Let's see if we can find a better picture of it. There you go. There's Vin when he was 5 months pregnant. You getting this? Vin Diesel, pregnant. Don't forget about The Rock. The Rock's another female. I know you've been brought up thinking that this is what male should look like with little tiny T-Rex arms. Don't be fooled by the plastic surgery. It's just testosterone. They've both got tic-tac heads. They've both got bow and arrow top lips, pouty bottom lips. And don't be fooled by the neck muscles. That's just testosterone when you give it to a female. Okay? We can do The Rock whilst I'm at it. The Rock. Age 15. There you go. Let's have a look at The Rock at age 15. Plastic surgery in the shoulders and arms. Small collarbone. Jelly bean tic-tac head look. Close together eyes with a bow and arrow top lip. You getting this? T-Rex arms. That is not what a man's arms look like. Marty, we're going back to the future. So over the years, you can look at his Bruce Lee boobies in the middle picture. And look, a man doesn't look like this. He's got the Eye of Horus belly button, the fake Adonis belt. It's all plastic surgery. You have been conned. absolutely conned by plastic surgery. It's just smoke and mirrors, boys and girls. Smoke and mirrors. Here's Vin again with his slopey shoulders, his small collarbone, his sloping arched chin bone to jaw and up to the female ear. Bruce Lee wonky nips. We're done. No, I don't want that one. Oh, look, it's music. Where's that picture I want? Let's just have a look. I didn't realise it was a video, boys and girls. I thought I'd done there. Another one. Close together eyes, bow and arrow top lip, sloping shoulders, big scar up the middle of the breastplate. Not too bad on the nips on this one, but nonetheless, Jason Statham, another one. We're just looking for this one picture where they're together with the tops off. Look how high up the belly button is on Vin. Look how high up the belly button is on Jason. Look at the hip on Jason on the right. It goes in S-line up to the back. Female sloping S-line back. Real simple. Real simple. It is much harder to tell. You're right, Leeds. It is much harder to tell. But Jesus Christ came, the Holy Spirit came and blessed me with the logic to spot a male and female. As you can see, look, the female has got the long male neck. Look at the size of the female collarbone below the neck. Meaning only one thing. She got broad shoulders. She is a he and he is a she. He's got the close together eyes. Tic-tac, Lego head. Tic-tac on the right, Lego head on the left. We go back to the picture. And you've got the tic-tac on the right and the Lego head on the left. Far apart eyes on the left, close together eyes on the right. See how they've swapped the heads? See how they've both got the wrong heads, boys and girls? Real simple. So we're going to move on. There's Vin pregnant again, 5 months. Bye, Vin. Let's have another look at Vin's belly button, which is way too high. If your belly button sits this high, you were born female. Real simple. Next. Oh, Russell Brand. Let's get onto this close-eyed, beady, female arched, small T-Rex arms, and he's even got the number 33 tattooed with Jesus onto his wrist. Just remember, boys and girls, Jesus isn't real. It's just a story, all right? In your dreams. Why did I use Jesus as his name in every movie? There you go. I want you to take a look at the female hips. Look how they come up, inward, and then back out towards the shoulder. Female, born feminine. We can do it over and over. Notice how high up Russell's belly button is. Look at the female hips. They go in and then out. In and then out. And then look at Katie's almost box shape. You see it? Box shape. Male skeleton structure. How come she's got a bigger collarbone than he has? How come his nipples are so high up? Oh, yeah, he was born female. But Tran Talkie Crack will have you believe otherwise. Even though you can see in this picture, look, Bruce Lee's wonky nips. You can see a female hip bone going in and then out. Males don't do that. They go straight up in a V line. A V line. All you got to go do is look at his Q line as he walks and you'll see that he was born female. Okay, Simon Cowell's got the same problem. Look, belly button too high away from his groin. He's got the Bruce Lee wonky nips going on, slopey trapezoids. And the male guy on the right seems to have bigger arms and shoulders than he does. It's amazing, isn't it? They've done a, what's it called? The switcheroo. There's Russell, look, with his female pouch. Can you see Russell's Joey pouch? Well, Tran Talkie Crack has got a picture with hair on stage. This is why Tran Talkie Crack is so upset about me finding out that Russell Brand was born feminine. No knuckles on Russell. Look how small Russell's hands are. No knuckles, look. Tiny, tiny little female hands up to the wrist. Tiny. And his knuckles, what knuckles he's got, are tiny and they slope. Male knuckles do not slope. They are big, chunky and square, which is why Bruce Lee went down like a sack of spuds when a 60-year-old man punched him on the end of his female chin. I'd like to notice that there's a good 12 inches between his belly button and his pouch down there at the bottom. Thanks, Russell. Next. Oh, yeah. Another female shot. Look at the female hip bones. Skinny little female. Rounded knees. Look, rounded knees. Not big, chunky, square ones like mine. If I was to knee you in the mush, you'd go down like a sack of spuds, all right? This, trying to knee me, I'd hardly feel it. There you go. We're done. Not the picture I'm looking for. There's the gentleman. Look at the knuckles on that gentleman in the white dress. Huge man knuckles. You see them? Longer forefinger. The ring finger's longer. I like to notice the junk in the trunk. And, oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Look at the queue line on the right leg of the female on the left. This is a female on the left. Don't be fooled by the facial hair. It's a female with T-Rex arms. Okay, we've got a female on the left there. Bearded woman. Fooling you with a queue line. Look how the leg bends. It's got nothing to do with the pavement. His leg's bending inwards. There's a curve there. Right down his right leg, look. Whereas the gentleman on the right's got the big knobbly knees. You see? We're done. Next. Close together eyes. Batman top lip. Don't be fooled by the square jaw. It's just plastic surgery. Don't be fooled by the bushy eyebrows and the facial hair. It's just testosterone. What we got here? Oh, yeah. Hail Satan, everyone. Hail Satan, and don't believe in Jesus, all right? There was no Jesus. There was no Jesus. Just listen to Russell, all right? Russell knows best. Hail Satan. Satanists aren't real either. There we go. Now, I'd just like to notice, for all you girls out there, how high is Russell's belly button? I want you to notice the female rib cage with the big scarring on the right of it. One eye symbolism. And the gentleman on the right with the big boobs, otherwise known as Carl Perry over there. It's a gentleman. Has the square jawline when he doesn't. You getting this? Big sunken eyes on Carl Perry. And the female push forward eyes, well, the one eye, symbolism on the right. I'll just come back to this. Keep in mind, right, I just want you to look. See how where his elbow curves, the inside of his elbow. Look at the muscle. That's wrong. That's a female arm. But I want you to notice how the elbow, the actual, on the inside arm, right, not the outside, up at the top elbow. We're looking at the inside of his elbow, and then that bendy female muscle. It's lower than his skull because he's got a jelly bean head, right? Now we're going to flick me on, and you're going to see mine, look, comes right, even though I've got this fake hairdo on, look at the gap between there and my skull. Let me turn so you can see it. Look at the gap there between my head, look. See it? His was down here. There, like that. Okay? Not up there like mine. Ooh, look at the space. Because I've got a male wrench, look. See the length on that arm? That's the male wrench. It's a long arm. Makes me male. I ain't got this daft female muscle here, look. It's not there on me because I was born male. It shows in my ring finger, look. See? See how my ring finger is longer than my index finger? Yeah? Sign of a man. That's why they put the ring on that finger. Nothing to do with the Roman bollocks of Marty, we're going back to the future. We're coming back into this picture. Look again, and look how it doesn't match. You see? Got it? Next picture. Here we go again. Again, you can see that the female elbow doesn't reach above the skull because he's got a T-Rex arm. He looks a little bit like Tran Talkie Crack, doesn't he there? Trantalky crack. No wonder you're so scared of me. Lying to all the flat earthers you are. You're a liar. Liar. So we're going to move on. We're talking Q lines. Female Q lines. And there it is. You see, a female's legs bend inwards because they have a vagina. A vagina. There you go. A male's legs go straight up from the shin bone. They go straight up. They don't bend outwards like a female's because a male doesn't give birth. This is called the Q line. Ah, let's get on to this female, shall we? This female, who's pretending to be a man, has got bulgy female eyes. I want you to pay attention to the right eye socket above the eyelid. See where the surgeon sculpted the eye? Yeah, you got it? That's a surgery scar. Along the chin, at the bottom there, you'll see another surgery scar where they implanted a square jawline to stop it from pointing. Okay? Hitler was a woman. Look at them doughy eyes. That's not a male stare. They're doughy, close together, tic-tac eyes. Look! There's a big difference between a male and female skull. The male sockets are bigger, broader, and the male eyes are sunken in. The females are not. They're closer together, and there's no brow ridge. Let's go back to Anneliese Eitler here. As you can see, Hitler was born female. We could go into it, but I'm not going to because I know he's a female. This young lady, who used to be a man, wants roasting. So I'm going to roast you. You look like two of my ex-girlfriends. It's uncanny. You literally look like two of my ex-girlfriends. Penguins they wear. I've slept with 7 penguins, boys and girls. They fooled me good and proper. They really did. It was deceitful and dishonest of them to get a straight man to sleep with them when they knew they were born male. I was fooled into believing that they were female, even though they had monkey long arms. Last time I saw a femur bone like that, it was on a gibbon. Next. Oh yeah, this female. Look at the scar above the right eye. See where the surgeon changed the shape of her eye to make her look male. But it's wrong, look, there's not enough brow ridge there. And the head slopes halfway up, which doesn't happen on a man. It goes up. Yep, 7. I've had 10. I don't even know about the other 3 leads. Looks just like this female, Charlie Chaplin, or should we call Charlene Chaplin. Sloping shoulders, look at the sloping shoulders, female trapezoids, pointy chin, don't be fooled by the plastic surgery, fake moustache, close together, and the eyes are not sunken in. We're done. Oh, actually, let's have another look at hair. Look at the sloping shoulders, female trapezoids, close together eyes, matches that skull on the right, female. Tic-tac. Charlie Chaplin was born female. I can prove it with a boxing picture. Let's find that one. Boxing picture. Hopefully it'll come up first time. It won't be looking for it like Bruce Lee. There we go. Hidden in plain sight. Small feet, skinny ankles, and a Q line to the leg. It takes a while to learn to notice these things. Once you can see it, you can see it. Plastic surgery on the jawline. Double chin, female trait, not a male trait. Charlene Chaplin, I like to call her. We don't need to do any more on hair. There she is with her slopey shoulders. Let's go again and again. Oh yeah, let's just remind you all of what happened in January. Just remember, boys and girls, Jesus is my Lord and Saviour. He doesn't have to be yours. Nobody's proved to me yet that he is a story. I do trust Antonio loads. I do. I know a lot of you don't. A lot of you hate each other. But I don't hate none of you. All I came for was the truth. I don't want no Patreon account. I don't want none of your hard-earned money. I just want the truth. Dude, look like a lady. Let's just remind you all of what happened back in January. Shout out to Mr. E's channel, Trans Apocalypse. Look him up. Trans Apocalypse channel. Fantastic. The truth above all things. Amen, Melanie. Next. Just think about Bruce Lee here. I want you to think about Bruce Lee here. Did you see the photo? I really want that photo. Dang it, I missed it. There. As above, so below. Two faces in one. Androgyne. Okay? Androgyny. Two in one. Like the Twin Towers becoming one tower. Next. Bruce Lee's a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman! Black and white. As above, so below. Male, right? I thought Idris Elba was a man for all of my life. I thought Idris Elba was a man. Watch the queue line as Idris walks.
Oh, stop sharing.
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
The black guy.
Oh, okay.
Holby.
Yep. Yep.
Here we go. Can you see it? Can you see how bow-legged he is in both legs? Whereas the gentleman he's holding hands with walks like a man. Walk like a man. Talk like a man. Bow-legged men. They don't exist. Look at the bend in the right leg. It's a Q line. Do you see the Q line? Think of the letter Q and how that line comes inward. Well, that's what that's doing, look. Men don't walk like that. They walk like the gentleman in the red and black dress on the left. Pretty simple, really. Anyway, this is what happened in January, boys and girls, when I discovered I've been sat with Satanists for 5 years.
Hey, but how does Bruce Lee fit in there?
Bruce Lee? He's a fucking woman.
I gotta have.
Anybody who don't like foul language, mute yourself or go somewhere else for the next 5 minutes. Well, 10 minutes whilst this plays, because this is old me before Jesus came once more, washed over me, stopped me from swearing, stopped me from masturbating, stopped me from dyeing my hair, stopped me from shaving, stopped me from eating pork, bacon, sausage. The list is endless. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Saviour. My only way back to the Creator of all things, not this horrid satanistic world that we've all grown up in. All right?
To go look into this, okay.
In the smear competition, I was making videos of Flair for you were still a good call me. No, you weren't the fucking son. You were nowhere to be seen at the beginning when I started doing this. Stop telling lies.
I only wanted to screen share, Del. That's all I wanted. But you was going to block me off from everyone and not let me screen share. And if I can't screen share, I can't tell the truth correctly. I can't give my side of things. So, we've got 2 choices, haven't we, Del? 50-50. Either you're a deceiver or you've been deceived. It's only one or the other, Del. Right? Either the mental midget's mental or you're lying. Innit? Well, I'm still not mental because I'm right. I'm still right at the end of the day, Del. But it can only be one or the other way, Del. Either you're a liar or you've been lied to. That's it. There's no other way around it. And if you're a liar, you're going to get caught. That's what I was saying to you last night, Del. You're going to get caught if you're lying. They're all getting caught. The biscuit wheels have come off the gravy train, if you haven't noticed, Del.
In the smear competition, I was making videos of Flair for you were still a good call me. No, you weren't the fucking son. You were nowhere to be seen at the beginning when I started doing this. Stop telling lies.
Del from the imaginary cave was not around. You was brought in when I was put in a mental institute for not using my legal name. Want you, Del? Huh? All of you. Bro Sanchez, Dredd, Candy Franklin, all brought in when they put me in a mental hospital because I wouldn't say my name. That doesn't make you mental, right? Because you don't say your name, right? Defending your property and your son upstairs don't make you a violent person, does it, Del? Because I wouldn't be sat here talking to you otherwise, would I, Del?
That's all you've got. That's all you've got, your gobby mouth, to gobshite about other stuff. You've got nothing, Del. You sat there working for the bloody Scottish Rite, yeah? We all know. Same as your chat. Your chat's filled with your satanic scumbags.
Last night when Emma walked in, you was telling us to go wash your cock. That's a no-no, Del. You don't... No, Del. That's your soulmate, right? You don't talk to your soulmate like that, surely. Surely, Del. It's a woman you love. Like I used to love Patricia Steer. Hey, you're talking about the woman I love. You know, I used to love Patricia Steer. I never talked about Patricia like that. And even now, I still don't talk about Patricia like that. You know, I have a certain amount of respect for that. You know, and I'll respect you if you've got the balls to come on here and let me screen share. And then if you deny what I screen shared, Del, if you deny it, then the world will see that you're a liar, right? They've got to, because everybody else sees it. So come and parlay with me. Put your dukes up, Del. I'll fight you with both my eyes closed. Okay, you can be as rude as you like. That's okay.
I'll be as rude as I fucking like, because you're an ignorant wee prick. So I'm going to be rude to you until you fucking show me something else.
Okay, well, let's start with Axl Rose and Mickey Rourke, shall we?
Listen.
Hey.
I've seen pictures of celebrities. You're no listening to me, son. What is the relevance of pointing at Mickey Rourke and Axl Rose?
Because you've only got level, Del, that's why. You've only got level, that's it.
Just run away. Can't you give me any reasoning? You can't answer my questions. You just want to dance and bump your gums. Again, I'm going to ask you, what is the relevance of Mickey Rourke and Axl Rose being women?
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Right. Is Obama a man or a woman?
I could not give a fuck.
Right, so you don't care about the children then, do you, Del?
You don't.
You don't care about children, Del!
You tell me why...
You don't care about children, Del. If you don't give a fuck about Obama being a woman, about Theresa May being a man, and all the fucking world leaders being trannies, then you're a cunt! How'd you like that, Del? That's old me, Del. That's old me, Del. I can shout, I can swear, but you're being a twat. That means you're part of this old regime, aren't you, Del? You've got to be. If you don't care that the world's leaders are all transsexual liars...
talking shit in front of my child here, so calm your gums down, okay?
Well, you're the one that started swearing.
Listen, Obama, fucking Theresa May, they have no bearing on my state of mind whatsoever. Absolutely none.
Male to female is attractive. I've been fooled all my life thinking that Tom Cruise was a man, when quite clearly Tom Cruise is long-leggy like John Wayne, got a big butt and a short body to top with a T-Rex arm.
And that's why he's a self-confessed Scientologist.
Scientologist. Are you into Scientology? Beyond the imaginary cave? Because the minute everyone realised that Superman is Superwoman with a woman's butt, it's game over. The biscuit wheels have come off the gravy train. Everybody can see what they're looking at. Female child-bearing hips with a female rib cage. Big scars where he's had breast augmentation. Just like Floyd. Just like Tyson Fury. Just like Mike Tyson. They've all got the wrong anatomies, boys and girls. And it's only a matter of time, Del, till everybody realises what a pair of female hips look like and a female butt on a male with small shoulders, look. Shoulders stop here. Not down here. That's where the arm is. It's joined here, look. Into the body. There's your shoulder. Bing. Hips don't lie. So, you don't care that Tom Cruise is a female pretending to be a male. You don't care. You don't care that all of the so-called celebrities are male to female, female to males. You don't care. You also don't care that the female president of New Zealand done all this, but I is a man. You don't care, right? You don't care that all the world's leaders are lying to us. You don't care, right, Del? You don't care that Theresa May's a man. You don't care that Jared Kushner's a woman. Carly Kloss is a man. Mike Myers is a woman. You don't care about the Estonian president.
But obviously this person
is pushing
has
it
had
into
a
schools,
major...
right? You don't care that this gentleman here is lying to all the Estonians, where my good brother, my little brother Tarmo's from. You don't care about that, Del, right? You don't care
Today we're going to look at the Prime Minister of Serbia.
Of Serbia. The Serbian Prime Minister is lying to everybody and pretending to be a woman. You don't care. You don't care that that's a boy, Del. Is that what you're telling me? With an Adam's apple. You don't care that Megan Fox. Clearly says it. Megan Fox, I'm a tranny. There you go.
The hottest women in the business right now, Megan Fox.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm a doppelganger for Alan Alda.
You shake your head.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm a doppelganger for Alan Alda.
Now, why would one of the prettiest women in the world say she's a doppelganger for Alan Alda? Let's find out, shall we, Del?
Here, I'm a tranny.
Say it again, Megan.
I'm a tranny.
Again?
I'm a tranny.
Out of here.
I'm a tranny.
Out of here.
I'm a tranny.
Out of here.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
You do not look in the mirror and not think you're beautiful. Don't even.
No, I'm so painfully insecure. Like I'm on the
Painfully insecure. Unlike myself, I'm not insecure. Megan Fox. Images. There you go, Del. What's that right there? Oh, that's a male neck with an Adam's apple. Square shoulders, Del. They're not sloping. The shoulders don't slope. They go straight across. Let's just hear her say it again. From straight out the horse's mouth, boys and girls. Straight out the horse's mouth.
You do not look in the mirror.
tranny.
Out of here.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
Out of here.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
So, Del, you won't sit and listen to the fact that all the film stars are not what they say they are. They're admitting that they're trannies, and that's fine. What an adult wants to do, an adult wants to do, but why deceive us about it? Why tell us that she's a woman and have men, young men, lusting after her, young boys lusting after her? Why do that? You know, is it okay that they do this to the children?
Out of here.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
I'm a man, she says. We can do it with Jessica Alba. So who put us in this mess then?
People not taking responsibility.
Right, have you heard of the drag queen army that invaded Jerusalem?
Why did you just ignore what I'm saying to you?
You asked me to bring relevance to it. Have you heard of the drag queen army that invaded Jerusalem after Jesus died?
You're not bringing any relevance, son. You just keep bumping your gums. What I'm saying to you, look, I take responsibility for my mind. Whatever that enters into my mind as a child is my parents' responsibility. They never took responsibility for that, so they need to look at themselves. Now, as an adult, I take responsibility for what enters my mind and what
You're only
affects
looking at
me.
half-truths.
What?
You're only looking at half-truths.
Half the truth, Del.
Hang on. You keep making claims and statements. Now articulate what you mean by half-truths. What is my half-truths?
That's funny for a guy that goes around the streets and basically harasses people. You know, this is totally contradictory. So, you know, again, this guy's nothing but lies and contradictions all the way through. And I'll get into more into that. Let's continue on. Again, promoting Satanism. Flat out.
If you hear Satanism, they're going to go and lose their fucking shit. It's fucking nonsense, man. You're not going to progress unless you fucking start looking at this stuff.
You're not going to progress until you look into Satanism. Wow. That's all you really need to hear about this guy.
So, and again, you can go and you can read up.
Keeping his cult followers locked in a box by covering the same topic over and over, never expounding on anything else, never covering the 9/11 media fakery, Sandy Hook, the so-called Boston bombing, the so-called London attacks, and so forth. Never talking about this rigged system we live in.
You're only looking at level. That's it. Don't you think there's any more lies and deceit out there? Don't you think there's any more lies and deceit?
As many know, I've been at this truth for a very long time. I've seen many, many people come and go when it comes to the so-called truth movement. And one individual, this one character, that's all he is a character named Del from Beyond the Imaginary Curve, who's been around for the last 2.5 years and basically just covers the flat earth. And that's it.
I think you've missed the whole catalogue of stuff that's been brought to the table through my platform, son. You're, again, unsubstantiated, childish shite. You've just not got the intellect for somebody like me. These are wee childish fucking gimps.
No, you're talking out your ass, Del.
You better
Okay.
dance harder if you want my attention from your own son, because I can't be fucking bothered with your crap. So I'm not interested in events gone by and Jews and Nazis and gays and all that stuff. I couldn't give a fuck.
Very interesting. He's not interested in the Jews and the Masons. And what he is interested in is keeping people locked in a box once again, only talking about flat earth. Basically a gatekeeper for those responsible for, again, 9/11, the media fakery, Sandy Hook, and so forth. So again, this is very revealing. Now let's take...
Well, you came here, Del, and now you're not going to let me show you the evidence.
You're desperately fucking jumping at me for my attention. One of your wee minions just messaged me on fucking Google Hangouts to tell me you were having a song and dance about me. So I thought I would check it out, see what all the obsession's about. And again, as you see mental illness, you've not got a fucking clue about anything.
So you're a psychologist now, are you, Del? You're a psychologist now, are you, Del? Is that what you're telling me?
It's called Psychopaths and Satanism.
Hail Satan, live from the devil's shed. Security. You're a wee weirdo, son.
I'm a wee weirdo, but you're all right with trannies ruling the world. Is that what you're telling me?
It's called Psychopaths and Satanism.
Hail Satan, live from the devil's shed.
Are you all right with this, Del? So, boys and girls, Del come on, couldn't handle the truth because he was about to see the New Zealand president's bollocks swinging.
Such big balls, dirty.
There you go, Del. Del from Imaginary Cave don't care that the New Zealand president's got big balls.
They're responsible for all the children.
All the children, Del. Del don't care that Obama's got no balls, that Michelle Obama's got balls, that, he only came here to scream. Well, I did it back to him, didn't I? And he didn't like it. He shat himself. That's the Del. Yeah. I didn't see his face. He got upset, didn't he?
So when you hear Del that say that he cares for the children, he cares for himself and his own pocket.
Yeah.
Monetising.
Monetising.
Making money off level water, which every child should know anyway.
Every child knows water's level, right?
The school should be telling them.
If you want to prove what you just said, Del's real, then you're going to... Right, but just listen. You're going to walk like this for us across a bridge. Show us your body, Del. Make sure your bum cheeks don't swing like this, look, Del. Long legs, up to here, look. There's the top of the bum, short body. Watch the arms swing.
7, 8. Step, bump, step, bump, bump, step, bump, step, bump, bump.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Step, bump, step, bump, bump, step, bump, step, bump, bump. Look at that arm swing, Del. Now you can try and hide all these moves all you like, but it won't hide it. It won't hide it. Eventually, Del, someone's going to film you at one of your meetups.
Jessica Alba.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, she said.
Jessica Alba.
I'm a man.
There you go. So they admit it, Del. There's nothing being hidden here, right? Except deceit over what these people are. They say it in joke, in jest. But they're serious. One eye symbolism, Del. You know? So, I've got all the film stars that are lying to me. And I could go through the list, I don't need to. I've got all the presidents, all the politicians. They're all lying. Victoria's Secret.
Welcome back.
Is that the men look? Can you see? Is that a man or a woman, Del? Can you tell, Del? Or you're not bothered that she's got a trananeki? Can you not tell?
Today I just want to get back to basics a little bit and do a bit of forensic anthropology.
Forensic anthropology, Del. Forensic. So, you try and gaslight me, saying that I'm a mental midget and I need help, when in fact, I'm the one trying to protect the children. I'm the one that's standing up for the children.
Yeah, for the children.
For the children, Del. Can you not do that yourself? Where's Shaking My Head Productions?
So you want to know the #1 pickup line of all time? Well, I'm not going to make you wait for it. Here it is. Scott. Hi.
Hi.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man. You're an honest woman. I'm a tranny. I'm a man. I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
And to the California Board of Education, we all say, not on our watch. Not on our watch.
So who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Psalms 94:16. Who will stand up for the children, Del?
Obviously not you, Del, because all you want to do is monetize and earn money, don't you? You know, the stuff you can't take with you. Just as bad as the rest of them.
Hey there, you liars, you get 50 mil a day. Your simple animations took our children's brains away with your fake ball.
You exposed yourself here today, and I'm pretty gutted that you exposed yourself here. I hope that Hans or Mr. E see what you've done.
Hey there, you liars, I know times are getting hard, but believe me when I say they paid the bills by faking stars, they fooled you good. They took your money cause they could. NASA's no good.
We live on a flat plane, that's over and done with. But the likes of other channels are going to keep you stuck. They're not going to tell you why they're doing this, and it's to hide God. And it only takes a little bit of investigation to understand that this is a woman with a breast cut off. Asymmetric nipples. Once you can see it and the belly button's too high. Short body. Female collarbone look. It's a female collarbone. Shoulders are here look. Sloping shoulders there. Tiny little shoulders. Tiny little shoulders. Doesn't matter how much muscle you put on, how much testosterone or steroids you pump into them, you can't get rid of the female eyes. You can't give them a brow ridge. You can only be fooled by smoke and mirrors. And that's it. See, I've been here long enough to know what I'm looking at. I know that Tom Cruise was born female. But Del don't care that Tom Cruise is a woman. He doesn't care. He don't care that Tom Cruise's butt is bigger than a woman's.
And he
because he is a woman.
Also doesn't care that his so-called daughter, yeah, fancies him, yeah.
So here we go.
Lusts after him.
They made me lust after men, is what they did. Great Scott! We're going back to the future, boys and girls. Back, I say. He's Asian, no, because he's Asian, Jez. It doesn't look like he's a woman to you, because he did have a lot of work done. How do you think he made them noises? He's a fucking woman.
It sucks. No.
I rest my case.
Horrible, man. This can't be happening, man.
Enter the
What was Bruce Lee's? Folks, what was Bruce Lee's favourite drink?
Mai Tai?
I don't know. Of course it was.
But if it's got boobs, it must.
Oh,
be
don't you start with your fucking transgenderism here, you bastard.
Yeah, that's what Paul Hogan did. He just goes up and squeezes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? That's what I say. I make it flat Earth. Oh, sorry. That's a flat Earth greeting. You're not aware of that, eh?
Yes, it does.
Right,
Because
Cheryl Crow's a bloke.
Tranny.
Cheryl Crow's a man, and Kenny's knocked one out of him.
Huh?
Well,
Jamie Lee Curtis is a man, and I've knocked one out of him.
Bruce Lee's not a woman.
Who in?
Oh,
we got a Bruce Lee fan in the house. Fuck me against all of them. It was like being with the ballers all over again. These people are meant to be flat earthers, boys and girls, open-minded. You know, they're meant to research and understand. Okay? They're meant to research and understand. It's been 4 months. And they're all still lying to you. They're all still lying to you. Oh, prove to me, right, he ain't got an hourglass shape.
He's like water.
Bruce Lee's a woman.
No, it's
Calling
not.
all
You just said no, it's not.
I trust my tallywhacker. Okay. It's never led me astray.
Wow.
I'm not attracted to Bruce Lee.
You want to retract that statement?
Why wouldn't you be attracted to Bruce Lee?
Your tallywhackers never led you astray, huh?
Nope. And Bruce Lee's.
After all he said about women, Kenny, it's never led him astray.
Yeah.
All the things that he said about women, how much he hates them, 99% of them. I got 99% of women wrong.
He's a sexy bitch. I don't know what to say.
Who's a sexy bitch?
Bruce Lee.
Might have been before he had his operation.
Might have been.
I did
Something's
need a
wrong with that Adam's apple, Jimmy. It doesn't look right.
I met a half post-op, like a hybrid post-op, where they got the tits done, but they didn't get the bottom done. And I exploited the shit out of this person. Like, I was like, take your top off. And he took his top off and he had tits. And I'm like, just, yeah, girl, you go, girl. These people get into the part. Like, people who want to mutilate their genitals, they're sick. It's not their fault that they're sick, but they're still sick. And they're pretty obvious. It's not European airbrush models. You know, that's not the real world. In the real world, people are poor. And they're putting their sex change operation on their credit card. It's not like they got plastic surgery money. You can tell.
Wrong.
But when you watch
Wrong. It'll be paid for. If you want it done, they'll pay for it.
on the internet, it looks like, oh my god, I can't even tell. Is Megan Fox a man? Like, come on. Really? Come on.
I'm sorry, mate. He's got the tiniest fucking shoulders in the world.
So do I.
Because he's Asian.
Because he's Asian. Don't talk crap. Listen to them all. Gatekeeping and shilling. All of them. I was sat with them for 5 years. They sent a Satanist to my house whilst my son was in the house.
Fucking hell, Pete. Don't. If Bruce Lee's not a woman, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
I can't believe. I'm
Don't
surprised.
get too confused, Pete.
What did you see that made you go, yep, definitely?
Because there's no pictures of his waist. And the one that is still angled. Because I don't want to show you his hourglass shape.
Wow.
I do admit you're a Mongo.
I've never seen Clint Eastwood's waist, therefore he's James Dean. Huh?
I'm sorry, but he's an ectomorph. He's an ectomorph body size. You lot are all confused. Really, Pete? Really, Pete? Confused.
We're all confused, or you're not. Which one? I mean, like...
There, he's the one on the left, look.
That's the cartoon.
That's a cartoon. That's a cartoon. That's not a cartoon, no. And it matches the cartoon perfectly. It matches the skulls perfectly. Tic Tac on the right, rainbow on the left. Broad teeth on the left, small teeth on the right. Pointy chin on the right, square chin on the left. Match. Now, yeah, it's Bruce Lee's body, though, look.
But it's a cartoon.
Right, well, let me find you a Chinese woman then, shall I?
Okay. And you have to be like, you have to like pick, a cracked egg out of a bunch to prove your point. The point is, it's not, like, you can tell.
What about the facial hair?
What about it?
Stick on.
Gaslighting, look. Gaslighting. Because he already knew that you could take testosterone to make a woman grow a beard. A bearded woman. No.
What about the fact he beat up
female.
Are you
Two
trying to tell me a
male.
woman beat up Chuck Norris?
He's even got a
No
clenched fist in that.
There you
photo,
go.
no?
There you go. Now, what about the hair, male? What about the facial hair? Because there's a woman on the left who changed into the gentleman on the right with the Bruce Lee wonky nips and the scarring and the breastplate tissue. Look at the hairy chest going up the middle. Testosterone does this. It's not stick-on.
Fucking hell.
That's not the same person. is
Yes!
it?
That's not the same person. That's not the same person. Straight away denying it. All of them denied it. When someone denies it, without investigating it, the gatekeeping. It is! See the scars where he had his tits cut off like Bruce Lee did,
I
you
can see
mongo.
the,
Bruce Lee had his tits cut off. Fuck off. There's another one, look.
Yeah, his tits cut off.
Look at the lady hips. Look at his female hips. How it goes up the hip, in like Russell Brand's, out like Russell Brand's. Ectomorph body. Now let's go back to your Bruce Lee, shall we, mongos?
Yeah. Show him fighting Chuck Norris.
Show him fighting Chuck Norris. You mean show me? I should show a movie which isn't real. Show a make-believe scene of him fighting with Charlene Norris. Yeah, all right.
I mean, that's a woman.
What? You actually think him and Chuck was fighting? You're a bigger fucking mongo than anyone I've ever spoken to, Jibby. Fucking watch him fight Chuck Norris, you fucking dick.
Chuck Norris was taught by Bruce Lee.
He's
Top
got his
dance.
fist clenched in this portrait. No
He's got wonky tits, Mel. Wonky tits.
He's got his
Look, Mel. Wonky tits, Mel. Wonky tits. Bruce Lee, he got wonky tits. Wonky tits. Wonky tits.
Poncho.
Why does he need a
It's not
belt?
that-
Fat
it's
people
not
or
that
people
you're
getting thin
seeing-
need a belt? Why has he got a belt
Poncho, I'll
on?
explain this to you. It's not that you're seeing a woman. It's that you've become gay.
Gaslighting again. I've become gay. A son of man. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Saviour, and I've become gay. Yeah, okay.
I ain't going round there now.
Now you have it.
I ain't
Yo,
going
wait, look
round
how
there now.
attractive he is.
He's a V cut. He's a total V cut. I mean, come on.
Oh, Brucey Lee, he got the wonky nipples, man. He got the wonky nipples.
That's a woman. No. That's you attracted to a man, and you're interpreting it like it's a woman.
No, what you... Gaslighting me again. I'm interpreting that man as a woman. I'm attracted to that man. What a load of nonsense. I was attracted to women that used to be men because I didn't know skull and bones. I didn't understand the body shape. I didn't understand how a woman's hips come out and go in, whereas a man's don't. They go a V-line straight up to the shoulders, which are overhanging the hips. Whereas these don't. The hips match the shoulder line. What you do is you take the head and you try and place it on the shoulders. If it fits, it's a man.
What about Chris?
How sad.
How sad. How sad. I can't believe Agave, who believes in Jesus Christ, is calling me sad without investigating.
Victoria's Secret. It's a secret.
Victoria's secret is the fact that they're all victors, not victorias. That's the secret.
Can we do the other one?
I think it's called Victor's Secret.
Yep.
Can we do the special one?
The special one that the Satanist is talking about is Patricia. Now, I should have listened to Antonio. I should have listened to Pete Shea. I should have listened to A4 Adam. I should have listened to him. That's what I should have done. But I didn't. I didn't investigate, which was my ignorance, which led me to this moment. Now, I said that a man's head can fit on his shoulders on each shoulder. Okay? We're about to prove it.
Let's check out Patricia Steer again.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's a woman, but everybody else. Bruce Lee's.
And there it is. You can take the head and place it on the shoulders 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That was born male. Simple. What was you laughing at, Agave? Tell me again about head over shoulders, Agave. No. Shut up, Jibby. I'm talking to Agave. Is your name Agave? It's not. Shut up. Agave.
Makes you look like a monkey with
They call
the
it head and
beard.
shoulders shampoo for a reason, Agave. Answer the question.
But that's not a golden rule for all humans.
Fuck off, silly bastard. That's a man. He's got a man's body. You can't shave his shoulders off.
He's a wide receiver.
You
Obviously,
can't
that's a wide
shave
receiver.
his shoulders off. Wide receivers, right.
I can't believe I'm going to actually zoom in on this.
Just look at two Asians. Look at Jackie Chan and then look at Bruce Lee.
We already looked at Jacqueline Chan, but thank you for gaslighting me.
Fucking ouch. Right, stop sharing now.
Macho, we're all against you on this one.
I know.
I think you're incorrect.
Even if I'm a minority of one, I'll stand.
Good on you. Good on you, Pete.
And I'll stand beside Jesus Christ until the day I die. Unless one of you can prove otherwise. Any one of you. All you ever see him is with belts round his hips. Oh, the hips don't lie, and I'm starting to see you, boy.
Oh, stop singing that.
No.
Whose video did you watch that got you? Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, pregnant, just had the baby. Look at his doughy eyes. Broad shoulders on the right, long arm, wrench, knuckles. I'm done.
Tyson's a woman.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell him though. I'll let you tell
Charles Bronson, Mike Tyson.
Charles Bronson, female sloping chin line, male on the left, broad shoulders, big collarbone, far apart eyes, large mouth. I'm done.
Tyson, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, close together eyes, small dental arch, male on the right, large far apart eyes, huge set of teeth that could chew an apple through a tennis racket, square jawline, look from the chin to the jaw, 90-degree turn up to the ear, not pointed like Charlene Norris is over there. So you take the original picture, this one, and the heads are on the wrong shoulders, look. The male skull with the big dental arch is on the right. And there it is.
Brad Pitt, Burt Reynolds, all women.
Megan Fox, double-pronged Adam's apple, large trachea, huge dental arch, far apart eyes. She admitted being a man, same as Jessica Alba.
Fox.
Brad Pitt I'll go with. Brad Pitt's a woman.
These are all men.
Brad Pitt's definitely a woman. Brad Pitt is definitely a woman. Angelina Jolie is definitely a man.
Woman. Michelle Obama. That's a woman.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Don't forget Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just because they put a load of plastic surgery into their arms and pump them full of testosterone doesn't stop them being female.
Schwarzenegger, woman.
They even put it in the movies just to take the mick out of us all. Junior in...
Steven Tyler. Well, actually, I'm not even sure about that one.
Steven Tyler, female born.
Brad Pitt's a man.
George Bush, a woman. Yep.
Brad Pitt's a man.
Brad Pitt's a woman.
Borat.
Man.
Borat was a woman.
Woman.
Look at his bathing suit. Clearly, that's a woman.
Brad Pitt.
Spiros was a woman. Sasha, who brought Spiros in, she's a man. Dude's a woman. Merle's a woman. I'm a woman. Jez is a woman. That's how it is, P. Everybody, we're all here to fool you.
They're all here to fool me. They're all here to fool me. Son of Man, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Saviour. Full stop. All here to fool me. Hidden in plain sight. They've got a lot of work to do, haven't they, if they're going to convince me otherwise.
I've got big balls. I've got big balls. There's such big balls. Dirty big balls. He's got big balls. She's got big balls. But she's got the biggest balls of them all. Oh.
Did you get it? Was you watching the dress? Let's replay it for you, just in case you wasn't watching the Prime Minister's bollocks swinging.
That's how it is, P. Everybody, we're all here to fool you.
I've got big balls. I've got big balls.
just remember, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to fool me. Okay? A lot of work.
Oh, look,
Suck
Pop.
my flat air balls, Jimmy Jedi. Prove Bruce is a man.
We got a lot of work to do.
Yes, you do.
All the things I know right now, if I only knew back then.
If I only knew back then. Yeah, baby. I'll open up the panel in a second.
You know, the devil tries to step in. You know, he tries to ruin things. He tries to come and kill, steal, and destroy. But with the power and the knowledge of God, and with the breastplate of righteousness and the full armor of God,
we're going back to Jesus Christ.
I can stick close to God, and I can fight this battle.
Jesus, I'm nothing without you, and I do nothing without you. You done brought me through a whole lot. How could I up and just doubt you? But I've been rejected by all, clopped through the rubble, professing the Lord. I pray that you give me your essence above. The crucifixion was a blessing and more. Nobody feel the spirit in my whole body. Body clay, take the soul out of it. The word of God is the real food, and if you ain't eating, then your soul's rotten. Why do y'all hating on God? Tell him put the hating on pause. When the Lord come back, we can really scrap Satan. You can come and get these paws. The people dying, they ain't even trying. They rejecting God and they believe in science. I am in the jungle, I'm amongst the lions, but with God alliance, I am sure to triumph. His love, yelling his love. The only thing making us free. I'ma get to heaven, giving big hugs.
Big hugs.
The King, yeah. The spirit's so beautiful. The people that's in it so beautiful. I'm about his business. I should rap this from a cubicle. God is my drug, but no pharmaceutical. This ain't a movie role, more like the Super Bowl. Throwing them blessings, I catch him on Julio. Grind in the studio, do it for God.
Do it for God. Just remember, do it for God. I even gave up smoking weed. I am drug free for the first time in my life. I don't masturbate. I don't dye my hair anymore. I've stopped shaving because I'm a man. I don't eat pork, and I've stopped swearing. Just remember, boys and girls, they're all here to fool you. I didn't mean to point. I'm sorry. 3 fingers looking back at me when I'm pointing at you, right? They're here to fool you and keep you from finding the Almighty High. Amen. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Saviour. I'll be right back, boys and girls, because I'm saving this hangout as it is. When you're ready, Talky Crack, let's see you rebuke that. Biatch!
Just a big dummy. That's all he is. He thinks he's really smart, but not smart enough to figure out this is how you do it. This is why he rages against them.